Well, good morning. It's Saturday, 11th or the 12th of July 2020. Lockdown restrictions have been lifted a little bit, eased somewhat. However, because I'm classed as clinically extremely at risk, I have to stay in semi-lockdown until 1st of August. But I am allowed out once a day, so here I am in the local woods with my dog. Oh, Millie, come on. I can't go camping at the moment, so this is the next best thing. Sit in these woods, and I'm sat today on top of a large lump of gritstone. I'll just show you the gritstone. There we are, a large lump of gritstone. My house is about a quarter of a mile in that direction, and it's built of gritstone mined on these hills. It's a very rough, coarse, sharp rock, and it makes up pennines. Originally the roof of our house was stone slates, but not made of gritstone. The stone slates originally were made of something called blonde sandstone, which is mined at another quarry about 2 miles in that direction. Gritstone has been used not only as building material, but they also used it to make millstones for grinding flour. They used it for sharpening knives. So it's had a lot of uses. Come on, Millie. It was laid down in riverbeds about 200 to 250 million years ago in something called the Carboniferous era. Now the carbon, where you go? This dog's bloody mental. Here. Carboniferous period started with a mass extinction, and it ended 150 million years later with another mass extinction. And all that time this rock was untouched. It's probably lost a bit of weight from erosion, but pretty much the same, I think. How it got on top of this hill I don't know, because if it was formed in rivers, these hills must have been formed from the riverbeds pushed up. I don't know, whatever. But it's here today. Ugh. I always thought of mass extinctions as, I always thought of mass extinctions of like a flash and a bang, and that was it. But apparently not. Mass extinctions can take place over millions and millions of years. Some mass extinctions take place, well, I should imagine all mass extinctions take place because of climate change. 3 or 4 oxygen content of the air was as high as 30%, and that allowed living creatures to grow to enormous sizes. Today the oxygen content is only 20%. I can hear the farmer. We might have a farmer joining us. Right, now then, we might have a change of location. The farmer was tending to his cows, and we didn't want any embarrassing moments. So I've moved further down in the woods, and as I was saying, I always thought of mass extinctions of something which happened with a flash and a bang, but apparently not. It's something which happens over a long period of time due to some climatic changes. The last one, at the end of the Carboniferous era, was so devastating that it took life on land 20 million years to recover. So that's how slowly things move in a geological frame. Oh, man, I blocked it. That's how slowly things move geologically. And while I'm sat in these woods, they're mostly beech trees. They're all a good age, I would say 150, 200 years old. But I've noticed that some of them are dying. Just over in that direction. There's a clump of about 5 fully grown beech trees that are completely dead. The only thing I know about beech trees is they don't like waterlogged ground. Well, this is not waterlogged, it's a rocky slope. I suppose they could have, I don't know, are you ready? I suppose they could have dried out in the great drought of 1976. And it's just taken a long time for it to have an effect. But nevertheless, they are dying. And just at the end of our street, there's a couple of fully grown ash trees. And they're starting to suffer from ash dieback, which is killing them. Oh, good girl. Are you ready? Tied it out. She tied it out. And at the other end of our street is another wood with some massive beech trees in it. And they're shedding their boughs at an alarming rate. Some of the boughs are bigger than other fully grown trees. They come crashing down. One of them has destroyed a wall. And also, back in the 80s, in the parks, there's a park at the back of here. They used to have massive, great big elm trees. Are you ready? And the elm trees, now they've all gone. They got a disease called Dutch elm disease that killed them all. The local council tried chopping some of them down to stop the spread, but didn't work. They've all gone now, elm trees. So as far as the trees are concerned, something's certainly happening. And then we've got our own problems with these viruses that keep popping up and finishing us off. Fortunately we have clever scientists who can manufacture drugs to help us fight the viruses. But that rock I was sat on over there, that rock has seen 2 mass extinctions. And if that rock could speak in a very deep voice, it would probably say, "Don't laugh, you'll see." However, I hope it doesn't get hold of me, because I've just signed a new 12-month phone contract, and that would be a real disappointment, wouldn't it, Millie? And who'd feed you, eh? Anyway, I'm going to take you on a bit of a walk around the beech forest, see what we can see on this beautiful Saturday morning. Here we have the roots of a fallen silver birch, twisted and tangled. Looks quite nice in this sun. There's my little dog, puffing and puffing. Come on, Millie, you're going to be on camera. You want to throw your ball? It's gone. Oh, she dropped it. Over there we have a couple of beech trees. Let's have a quick walk through the woodland, show you some of the devastation that's taking place with these trees. Typical English summer weather. 1 minute sunshine, next minute pouring down. It happens every day. Early in the morning, sun comes up, then the clouds bubble up, then it rains, then it clears, then it repeats. So let's have a look at these beech trees that are starting to succumb to either a disease or a changing the climate or whatever. There's a not fully grown, but quite a large beech tree that's dead. Here is another one that's lost about 60% of its leaves. Turning around, this one looks healthy enough. Here's a Scotch pine, a bit worse for wear. Got a nest without twigs. And we have a couple of beech trees here, right next to each other, both of them completely dead. One's losing its bark. Next to it is another fully grown one. Probably can't tell on this film, but a lot of its leaves have gone brown prematurely. This, so something's up. Another interesting fact about the Carboniferous period. The Earth was, well, certainly what we now call the Northern Hemisphere, was covered in massive pine forests, conifer forests, massive areas. And when they died, they formed what is now the massive coal fields of northeast USA and northern Europe. And when those trees died, at that time, these fungi here, which are eating this beech tree, these fungi didn't exist. And that's why the trees turned into coal. Whereas this tree here will just fall over and be eaten by fungi and rot away to nothing and won't form coal. I don't know what kind of fungi it is, but it's got a grip of this tree. So these trees, again, these trees won't have the pleasure of becoming of becoming coal. When they fall to the ground, they rot like that. That will never make coal. That will just rot into nothingness. Not a bad picture, that. This beech tree, people have carved the names in it. EB. I knew they were. This is starting to look a little bit worse for wear as well. It's got a few battle scars. Right, now then. We walk out of these woods. Millie! We walk out of these woods into the open farmland. We'll see in a moment or two where the land flattens out and runs down to the coast. The dog's got lost. Come on, Bill. Bit of blue sky. I can hear her. Come on, Millie. Dogs are barking. That's Dodgy Bob's dogs. Doesn't like people walking across his garden. Dodgy Bob. Come on. Here she comes. Right. Just approaching a couple of silver birch that blew down last year in the gales. One of them is just about clinging to life, but I think its number's up. Take a little look round. That's the town, Blackburn. Enough said about that, really. On the hill over there we have Darwin Tower, On the right of it is Winter Hill, Communications Hill. Way over there is Parbold Hill. And on a clear day you can see Liverpool Bay and the Welsh Mountains behind it, but not today. And then coming round over here on the hill in the far distance is where Sir Bernard de Houghton lives. It's the local, one of the local landowners. Come here, give it me. Are you ready? Throw it down there. Off she goes. When she comes back, nobody knows. Yes, Sir Bernard de Houghton. He sits back, collects his rent from the local people. He gets 60,000 quid a year from the local golf club. And then all the farms, houses, etc. Pay him his rent every week, every year. He just sits there and counts it. Plays golf, lives in south of France, generally enjoys himself. And as you turn round to that direction, the next landowner is Lord Alvingham. Give it me. Give it me. Lord. Oh. Oh, steady. Lord Alvingham. He's the guy who, my house is freehold, but the garden, I have a garden, an extra garden, which used to be part of his field, and it's where the septic tank is. And for that I pay £1 a year. So he lives in Scotland, Lord Alvingham. The manor house, a country house that he used to live in, which you can see from my backyard, was left empty and derelict for over 100 years. And then about 20 years ago, a company bought it. A company who were financed by a rugby league player, I can't remember his name. They bought the mansion, they've renovated it to a very high standard, and now it's split up into mews houses and apartments. And a 2-bedroom apartment there will cost you £450,000. So I won't be moving there in a rush. And again, Lord Alvingham makes his money from the ground rent he collects from the farmers and the householders. And he sits back in his residence in Scotland, shooting deer, I expect. Anyway, this magnificent silver birch in its splendour makes a very nice comfortable seat. So I think I'll just turn the camera around if I can. Right, so that's a little bit of a tour of the farmland near where I live. I'm going to go home now, give the dog its breakfast, have a cup of tea, and I'll probably spend the rest of the day trying to edit this video into something which somebody may want to watch. And that really is a day in the life of somebody who is clinically extremely vulnerable. And I mean, I don't know what I'd be doing different if I wasn't extremely vulnerable, but I do get the feeling that some people are taking unnecessary risks and they're crazy because they're going to die. And I've just taken out a 12-month phone contract, so there's no way I'm going. So hopefully I'll see you in a bit. If you like this video, which I doubt, click the thumbs up. If you don't like it, then keep it to yourself. And hopefully I'll see you later. Bye bye. Oh, bye bye from Millie. 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 Bye bye.